gonna talk about Blade Runner or not?
Dude, I'm coming. Chill.
Well, hurry up.
Dude, I had to watch the freaking game, alright? Give it a minute. Jeez.
Okay, so I think we should actually sit down and talk about our thoughts on the movie before we actually sit and record our review. Okay?
Fine. Whatever.
Alright. Then I'll go first. I really loved this movie, obviously. It takes the futuristic noir setting that Ridley Scott created in the first Blade Runner and continued it into this movie, and that was like my favorite part of the original Blade Runner. But it also doesn't feel like a sequel, which I really enjoyed. I definitely think you can watch this movie, 2049, without seeing the original Blade Runner.
Yeah, I never even saw the first movie. I liked how Ryan Gosling was in it. I mean, the dude can do anything. He's in like all my favorite movies. Like, Remember the Titans, The Nice Guys, Gangster Squad, and the Notebook.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling as Officer K, he's fantastic in this movie. But I mean, he's also fantastic in every movie he's in, which doesn't say much, but that just shows how good of an actor he is. Harrison Ford was also really good in his return as Deckard. I was afraid that his return was going to be forced in the movie, but it actually came really natural, which
don't forget
I really
about
appreciated.
Ana de Armas. Like, dude, she is so hot. So hot.
I don't think we need to talk about that, but you're right. She was really good in this movie. We should also talk about Jared Leto and just how weird his character is. Once again, he plays another weird character. You know, he just sticks to what works. What else you got?
I mean, the amount of robot boobs I saw in this movie was incredible. I think we should talk about that.
I think we can skip over those, but that's a good point. What we should talk about is Denis Villeneuve and his incredible work on this movie. I think the biggest compliment I could give to him was that he made 2049 stand on its own as a sequel to a huge cult classic movie. One of the other things I really liked was like the little things he did in this movie. So he took what Ridley Scott thought the technology would look like in 2019 in the original Blade Runner and advanced that technology into 2049 instead of taking what our 2017 technology is and advancing that to 2049. So everything in the original Blade Runner was all boxy, so the technology in 2049 is a more advanced, boxy, stuff. And I thought he stayed within the universe that Ridley Scott created, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. Like, I was gonna say that, but, like, you still at first. Yeah. Dennis is, like, a super good director. Like, I love all of his movies.
And we can't not talk about Roger Deakins and his cinematography in this movie. It was just fantastic. Some of the best shots I've ever seen in a movie. One scene in particular, when Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford are in the nightclub, that whole sequence was just fantastic. He has to win an Oscar for this for this movie. He has to.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I didn't think this movie was that good. I mean, it was 3 hours long. I fell asleep.
I mean, there aren't a lot of things I didn't like about it. I mean, you're right that the runtime is long, but I didn't feel the need to check the time throughout this movie. I was totally sucked in to the story of Blade Runner 2049. I mean, there are some minor things that I didn't like about this movie. For instance, like, I thought 2/3 of this movie felt fresh and it felt new and it felt like an addition to the Blade Runner universe. But then there was the other third of the movie felt like it was the sequel, and it felt that it had to talk about certain things, and that's when I felt the movie dragged and felt that 3-hour runtime. But I mean, that's only a little minor detail. And another complaint I had was that there's a particular scene during this movie. If you're paying attention, you can put together a major story point. We won't talk about that in the, or we won't discuss the actual scene in the review. But in a couple scenes later, they, with flashbacks and cuts or whatever, they actually explain that previous moment to you. And I thought that me figuring out on my own would have worked a whole lot better, and I would have enjoyed it a whole lot more if they didn't hit me over the head and explain it to me and hold my hand during that process.
Wait, what scene are you talking about?
You know, the scene, with Harrison Ford and he finds out that...
Oh! Right. That was crazy.
And so then I guess we can just do closing thoughts. Like I said, I really loved this movie. The futuristic noir mystery with Ryan Gosling as a detective has, great twists throughout the whole movie. And I liked it so much more than the original. And that's hard to do with a sequel, especially one as beloved as Blade Runner is. I definitely think that people should go see this movie in theaters. It needs to be seen on a big screen.
Yeah, it was super long, and I kind of didn't really understand it, but I came for Ryan Gosling and stayed for the robot boobs, so can I give it a rating?
Yeah, we can do ratings.
I'll give it a 6.9 out of 10.
Alright, let's go get ready to film.
Wait, can I keep my hat on for filming? It's kind of my thing. No?